Welcome back to the NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you. I'm your host, DJ Brew Martin, and we are live in Libra Skills Radio. Hump Day Wednesday, man. I got the homie T.O. with me, man. What's up, man?
What's up, y'all, man? I ain't been in the studio in a minute, man. Feel good, man. Feel good to be back.
Hey, man, I'm just glad I got the opportunity and the platform to invite you in, man. Come on back. Because we've been here from day one.
Hell yeah.
You've been coming holding down my shows, man, since day one. Back when you and Stutter had the show jumping.
Oh, yeah. I ain't got no problem coming on your show, man, kicking it with you, man, because you lively, man. You know what I'm saying? You made me believe. You know what I'm saying? You give me that oomph I need. You know what I'm saying? You one of the reasons why I'm still here.
I appreciate that, man. And just from the beginning, man, I just been trying to be influence, man, on the people from that's like us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's a few of us in the class that's from the same kind of neighborhoods, grew up the same kind of ways. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of times when we could have all just quit in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was inspirational to see you here. You know the homie.
Right.
You know Niski, the homie, man.
Real talk.
That's the click right there, though, for real, man. Me, you, Niski. Yeah, that's always what's the click.
We understand the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's positive motivation that everybody ain't the same, but we know we got the same background. You know what I'm saying? And we came from it.
Right.
Like I always tell you, man, EC ain't no joke. I know it go down where I'm from, but EC whew. You know what I'm saying? Just how it look, you know what I'm saying? All these bandos, they slowly but surely turn to St. Clair the same way, though. Slowly but surely.
Just imagine the psychological influence that seeing those things has on you growing up, though. Make you think that that's how you are. You know, that vision. When you look at that raggedy house, man, or them raggedy streets, and all you hear about every time you hear about somebody mention your high school is something negative. You know what I mean? It put a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I know personally, man, that there's some jewels and some diamonds, man, that came from East Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. Of course. You know, was Young Ray, ain't he from East Cleveland?
Young Ray from East Cleveland.
You know what I'm saying? He doing it big. Chip the Ripper, where he from? East Cleveland?
I don't know Chip personally. He's not from East Cleveland.
All right, but you know,
just over the years, man.
You know what I'm saying? Just Cleveland, period, East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? We got Bone back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the rap thing is like the new thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it ain't really kids. Too many kids talking about they want to be basketball, football, fireman. You ask a kid what they want to do now, he be like, I want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
somebody got to develop these kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, like yesterday, I got a text. It might have been 2 days ago because I need to call back. Shout out to Man. Shout out to little Rodney Beasley, man. This is my little cousin. He's 15. He's a 9th grader at Shaw. In the summertime, when I was passing out the bands, I pulled up on him and his little homies, you know.
Right.
Took some flicks with the kids. You know, this is my 15 and under crowd, giving them the bands, letting them know that there was some positivity out here. Right. You know, and that I was here to hold it down. Right. You know, so he let me know that Man let me know he made beats. Him and his boy made beats. So the other day, Man called me. He called me like, my boys just made a song. I want you to hear it. I'm like, all right, send it through my phone. He sent me to YouTube. These little dudes rapping, man.
Yeah.
They sweet, though. I can't play them on the station, though, because you know they cussing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But somebody got to let them know you got to clean it up.
Right.
If it ain't nobody there to let them know,
know
how to make things better and make things get a little more efficient for them, they'll never know. They'll just keep going with what they're hearing. And it's a lot of cussing out here.
Yeah, you got to let them know both sides of the line. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a thin red line because, you know, at the end of the day, you want to hear, you know what I'm saying, it uncut. But 107.9 and radio stations like that can't play it like that.
And they getting all the money. Right. So at some point, we're confused.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, you just came to my internship. Shout out to MSC Radio Network. You know what I'm saying? I do the little internet intern thing there.
Hood Point Radio.
Yeah, they got the Blazing Flame.
They got a lot of shows. If you look at the commercial, I watched the show the other day.
Right.
They got all their different shows, man. They got about 7, 8, 9 shows.
Yeah, Project X. They got High on Sports. They just recently let go of the Russell Reed show.
Did they?
Yeah. There's Unlocked Radio. They talk about video gaming and stuff like that. Yeah. It's a lot of shows up there.
And it's diverse.
Yes.
They got a lot of different type of people on different shows.
Yes, they do. Like Blazing Flame, just straight hood, cussing. You know what I'm saying? They doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Then Project X is more of a little X-rated, closer towards like a Howard Stern, but not as
Are those the guys with the wild haircuts?
Yeah,
like the red mohawk type of joints.
The red mohawk. You know what I'm saying? The one dude got all these piercings in his chin, and the other one got his mustache like the Pringles dude and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of radio shows up there, man. They got the sports, the gaming, a little bit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And when I was interning up there, it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you just recently was
a guest on the
show.
Guest
on the Blazing Flame. You know what I'm saying?
Hood Point.
Oh, you was on Hood Point. I was on
Hood Point.
With Keith.
I was on there with Keith, man. You know, and see, it's like this business is all about giving back. Keith he doesn't go here. He graduated from here in 2009, and he's a student assistant up here, you know. So Keith plays a big part in our day-to-day operations because if we need help, you know, we go holler at Keith or Ricky. Mm-hmm. You know, so Keith invited me down there. He been watching my grind ever since I got here. He respect me, I respect him. So I went down there on his show, man, and just let the people know about the Friends of the Scale.
Yeah,
let them know about the movement.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Friends of the Scale, man. That it's spreading like a virus.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that black band, you ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying?
So it's 1,100 bands in circulation, man. If you haven't got one yet, you know what I mean? It's because we haven't crossed paths yet. Because if we've crossed paths, I've had them bands on deck.
Oh yeah, I'm already hip, man. So you just stay motivated me, man. I just gotta find where I'm gonna put my feet in the water at to start getting it wet. You know
like my grandpa Pap say in Alabama, man, you gotta put your footprints in the sand.
Yes, you do.
Gotta put your footprints in the sand, man. Well, that's what we doing up here, man. We making the way, man. We putting our footprint in the sand. You know what I mean? We just working hard, man, trying to develop and be somebody, man, because a lot of kids out there, man, don't have no direction. And at some points in life, we ain't have no direction.
True that.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to win. I know what it's like to be uncertain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is one of the points in my life, man, where I'm trying to really put my package together, really dig down deep inside and bring out everything that I got, put it on the line, and roll with it, man, because I'm a package.
Oh, yeah, you know, just don't forget about me, you know what I'm saying? You know, every project we got up in here, I was on top of my game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never been no slacker.
I pulled you in one time. What team was that? Was that the bowling joint?
Yeah, the video.
The music videos we did, you know? I be hearing little different stuff, you know, I be hearing the chit. It was a lot of us at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that's a lot of different personalities. And I was hearing different stuff like, oh, this person ain't that. This person ain't that. This person ain't that. What I did was I put together for our project, I picked all the people they was talking about.
I know that.
I put everybody they had something to say about. Yeah. I went and got them. Put them on my squad. I was the captain. That was one of the few times I was the captain.
Oh, yeah.
No, we had the best video.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. Pam even said it. You know what I'm saying? The video, the content of the video went with the song. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was online. You know what I'm saying? It was just like we did the All-Star. Who made the song?
Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth All-Star. I don't even know how I forgot it. We listened to that song so many got.
You're an all-star, man. We an all-star, man.
Get your shine on.
You was that guy though in that video. Let's talk about that video for a minute.
Yeah, I was basically like a guardian angel for sports. You know what I'm saying? Like each person was in a little struggle in what they liked to do. We did basketball, we did bowling, we did baseball. You know what I'm saying? And it basically was like they practicing hard trying to get to where they want to be in that sport, you know what I'm saying? And I come along, be like, calm down, man, you can do it, don't give up, you know what I'm saying? Give them a little motivation, a couple of pointers, then as you know, they doing their thing, they all-star, you know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people born all-stars. Mm-hmm. Most people that's all-star came from hard work and dedication, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not born 6'8", running a 4-3 like LeBron that could jump out
Michael
the gym.
Jordan you know got cut from the 11th grade basketball team.
Got cut, and one of the greatest ever, you know what I'm saying? So just don't always think you got to be born with the talent to get to be an all-star. You know, just hard work and dedication and never give up. Because as soon as you do, you're giving up on whatever you want it to be, and you don't want to do that.
Right, man. People spend their whole life trying to build up to a point, and it's just give it all away. Man, if I was to give up right now, I would be giving up 30 years of experience.
Yes.
Why throw that away when that could be very useful in some form or fashion?
In any way, whether it's looking both ways when you cross the street, you know what I'm saying, or just keeping your composure in times that it's hard to, you know what I'm saying, because that's what puts a lot of people in situations they don't want to be in is not holding their composure. You know what I'm saying? Thinking twice, you know what I'm saying? Think 3 times before you react. Because when you don't think, man, you end up where you don't want to be, man. It's all about using your brain, man. Use your brain, work hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. It's hard out here. Ain't nothing easy. Ain't nothing easy.
Speaking of hard out here, man, I don't know how many of y'all out there. I'm a student, so I get food stamps. You know, I don't work. I'm a student. I'm a full-time student, so I went and got my food stamps. You know, them things help me eat on certain days. I went to go get some food from the gas station. I think I was gonna give me one of them subs. You know, I took you to the hood, got you hip to the roast beef and turkey sub.
Good.
I went to get a sub. They said that I ain't have no money. I don't know what they said. I just know I didn't get nothing. But I knew I had money. Couldn't find out. That's when the machines was down. But they made it. It was brought to me like the government shut it down. But later on, I found out the machines were broken. Something broke. It just so happened to be during the time when all that government stuff was going on. So I thought the funding was cut.
It would They basically stopped everybody from using it for that one day. Because I don't care where you would have went. Like, every machine was down. And I don't think they was down there. It was the cars. They cut them short.
The systems was down.
Right. Well, whatever.
The government, it was from the top.
Yeah, you feel me? And they was just, you know what I'm saying, just letting everybody know. And that's a scary thing.
It was scary, man.
That's a scary thing. Like, my mother, you know what I'm saying? I don't get food stamps. I personally don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really deal with nothing government. I barely check my mail. I'm anti-government. But at the same time, like, my mother, my little brother, my mama would feed my little brother with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so crazy to the point that when my little brother was starving and she had to go get him something, she would be cut off, you know what I'm saying, just by a phone call or a decision, you know what I'm saying? That's scary.
I was in the barbershop that day. You know, after I left the store, I went to the barbershop. So, you know, all the conversations come up in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Man, my barbershop was on 105. You know, they predicted on 105, man, that the neighborhood was going to go crazy and lose it.
Yeah.
No food.
No food.
For all these families.
Yeah. Just on 93.1 this morning, I'm listening to on the way to school, they was talking about how on November 1st, they cutting everybody food stamps. You know what I'm saying? If it's like 4 in a household, they cutting it like...
Cutting the price down.
Yeah, cutting the price down. You know what I'm saying? Then like, they like, what a genius move to cut the price down right before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people use that food to eat. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving families come together. But if you really think about it, if everybody was, thought on a wide span, this would bring families even more together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody used the one food stamp card and put them all together. And then make a good, beautiful Thanksgiving for the whole family. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because for real, it ain't like it used to be, man. When I was younger, man, everybody was at grandma's house for Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now certain people getting older, you know what I'm saying? Aunties and uncles ain't getting along, so they throwing their Thanksgiving here. They throwing their Thanksgiving here. Now you got to go 4 or 5 different places, man. Everybody should be in one whole household. You know what I'm saying? Swallow all that. Somebody living better than you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want us to do. They want us to fight over how we living. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody too much better than anybody. It was just everybody just choose to spend money on different things. Like, for example, me and my best friend. His mother was the type of person, like, they ain't have a lot of clothes. None of the fancy shoes. But they was eating all month. Then on my side, we had little nice pairs of shoes, nice clothes, but we was hungry by the 13th of the month. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on top of everything. You know what I'm saying? Somebody slacking at something. Because we all live in the same neighborhood. If it was like that, they'd be out far Bedford, Lakewood or something. You know what I'm saying? We all struggling, man. We shouldn't be so so judgmental to what we choose to spend our things on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They ripping our families apart. They ripping us apart. They making us feel like we're not worth it when we are. You know what I'm saying? We just need to be a team.
Right. Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to everybody that's out there holding it down, man, in the times like this, man, when it's getting bad. Shout out to everybody that's trying to grow, you know what I mean, and just be that light, man. Shout out to my church family.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to the Adams Avenue Church of Christ over there on 105. Brother Bates is our minister, you know, young man, about 50, 51. You know, he actually was baptized by my cousin. My cousin is Ralph Polk. He's deceased as of 2011. He started the church in Alabama, in Aniana, Alabama, that I was baptized at. But it's such a small world that I didn't even know that my family from Alabama was really tied to my Cleveland folks. You know what happened was back like in the '60s. My grandfather Charles Kyle, all of his uncles moved to Cleveland from Alabama. Mm-hmm. And when they got here, they all started families. So then all the Alabama like nephews and stuff that was already down there, they followed their uncles. Came up here, started a branch. You know what I mean? So I got family from California, Alabama, here, and most of them are in the Church of Christ. You know, that's like the family church. That's like the family church, man. So shout out to the Church of Christ. My girl, Shaquita Jackson, Queen Q's Quotes, she was baptized into the church in January, man. That made my spirit feel well. You know what I mean? Because I always wanted.
Baptized too, right?
Yeah, I got baptized 2010 January. She was baptized 2013 January. You know, 3 years later. You know what I mean? But God put you in places for a reason. But if I would have never been baptized a few years back, I would have never been able to introduce her to the church. You know what I mean? So
that's what's up, man. You know, just hearing that, man, made me feel some type of way because I'm so like undecided for real on my religion. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing more towards Muslim than Christianity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because just the stories and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to choose a side one day. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being floating in the middle with all this atheist stuff. Because, you know what I'm saying? We all need help that the next man can't do. Like, you can lend me a hand, but you can't lend me that spiritual hand, that enlightenment, that the Quran or the Bible, you know what I'm saying, that gives a person that inner soul lifting, that the spiritual world gives you, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't really got that, you know what I'm saying? All I got is this man stuff, you know what I'm saying? I really look forward to finding what I really want to be. So you feel
like a piece of you is missing, like right in the center of your body, right in your soul, piece of you missing.
Yeah, I can say that because, you know, in good times and in bad times, you're supposed to thank God, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm supposed to be thanking God or Allah, you know what I'm saying, which one got my stronger belief. Because, you know, they say you can't believe halfway in it. You can't be halfway believing.
They say you can't pray to two masters. That's what the Bible says. You know what I mean? But the thing about belief is, like, if you're undecided right now, like Allah and God wouldn't be two different things. It's the same.
Right.
So really, as long as you believe in God, you know, you have a platform.
Right.
Now from there, you can customs. Now that's what comes in with the different religions or the different customs. You know, so like I know being a Muslim is very strict. It's a very strict religion.
No pork. No, you got fasting.
You have to wear certain things. Yeah. The women have to be covered up.
Yeah, you can't drink. No, you can't do none of that.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But when you're a Christian, you know it's more lenient because Jesus came and he died for our sins. So every day, at the end of every night, you have a chance to ask for forgiveness and start fresh.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know the culture of that part when it comes to the Muslim religion. You know, I don't know if you can pray and say, forgive me, and every day you're washed. You know what I mean? But I know that's a portion of the Christianity and Jesus Christ. You know, you're washed of those sins every day. You're not supposed to do them on purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? And at some point, you know, you might die in that sin. You know what I mean? But it's our job to every day try. To wake up and try, man. You got to try to do the right thing. So when you know better, you do better. That's what they say.
That's real.
So,
I believe in that.
I remember when my friends, shout out to the Kavanaughs, EDK, he made the beats on the intro of All Star Reunion, on the intro and outro. Shout out to East Cleveland. But I remember his mother asked me back in like the 8th grade, she asked me like, do you believe in God? And I always like to keep it real.
Right.
So what I said was, my response was, I don't know. Not because I was a bad person, but I didn't know enough.
Right.
You know, I didn't know how to relate to God. I knew that he brought me here. I knew that he had been keeping me safe, keeping me alive.
Right.
I knew that he was a part of my hurts and a part of my goods. You know what I mean? But I just didn't know how to answer that question. I didn't want to say yeah or I didn't want to say no. I said, I don't know because I felt like it was something I was missing. I was missing something at that time.
Right. And it's so iffy, man, in my world because of science too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Science is like, you know how they say, how the earth came about and they got all these scientific facts and all this other stuff. And then, you know, what is really being blessed? You know what I'm saying? Because you can say it's a scientist out here. They making millions of dollars. They believe in science. They don't even believe in God, but they doing their thing and they are blessed. But if you be like, you are blessed, they look at you like, well, I don't feel like I'm blessed. I feel like I did this because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so iffy because it's a gift and a curse for me to think in circles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think one way. You know what I'm saying? I think about the whole, how it started, how it kept going, how it's gonna end. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I think. You know what I'm saying? I think in the pattern of a circle. So when I hear any type of story, I'm thinking like, oh, how did this start? Who was the first person to say this? Who was the last person to say it? How do the other side feel? How do the right side feel? How the left side feel? Then you know what I'm saying? That's when I come up to my equation of how it is. You know what I'm saying? And just to think about all these scientific facts, like I had a crazy dream, man, like 3-4 weeks ago. I'm asleep, I'm watching TV, but I'm still woke, and this black figure just came and held my mouth. And I never had a dream like this before. So I look it up on the internet, like dark, black, mysterious figures, you know what I'm saying, showing up in your dreams, whatever. And it was 2 different things. It was a spiritual one. The spiritual one said it's a witch riding your back or it's evil demons around you. And then there's the scientific one. When, like, your brain wake up before your body, that's why you can't move. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You feel stuck?
Yeah.
You were stuck that day?
I was stuck.
That happened to me before.
You know what I'm saying? And it's scientific facts and it's spiritual facts. You know what I'm saying? So which one do you really take? Because if this person studied this and says when it scared you so quick that your brain woke up before your body.
That's like, the one that clinged to me more.
Right.
That, in this case, it's
right.
that one.
Right.
You know, because like as soon as you said it, I understood what you were saying.
Right.
Immediately, like, oh, that's why your brain woke up first. You know, because I've been stuck. Like I remember, what was it? Slobbing or something. Like I'm trying to stop myself. I'm trying to wake up, but I couldn't. And then it's been a time like when I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm trying to get up, but I couldn't. It's like I was stuck.
Right.
And then eventually, like you could get up.
Yeah, you get up, and it make it so crazy because while you dreaming and you seeing everything is the same. Like that TV is still right there. It was right there in the dream. You know what I'm saying? Everything is the same, but you're woke, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? And it told me up like, thanks. You know what I'm saying? So then they got the spiritual part about a witch riding your back and all this other stuff. So I don't know which one to believe because I'm part spiritual and I'm part scientific. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it as just a regular old nightmare. People have them. You know what I'm saying? But should I take it as a spiritual sign? Or should I take it as the scientific part? You know what I'm saying? That's the confusing part. That's why I'm so confused.
I would just say it was a dream. But see, like you said, you think in a circle though, so you wanted to go find out what that was.
Right.
I would have just looked at it like, man, I had a weird dream last night, man. Then somebody grabbed my mouth, man, and I couldn't get up.
Man, it scared the bejesus out of me, bro. Like the figure has no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. You just know it's a head, and it just never happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? And you hear about people saying everything happened for a reason, signs and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to see, is this a sign for me? Like, is death around the corner, or is somebody watching me? You know what I'm saying? Because death always been close to me. You know what I'm saying? My father got killed when I was like 12, 13 months. You know what I'm saying? So I never really remembered them. And every time I ask, like, damn, well, I ain't got a father. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell a 3-year-old your father's dead. So I'm like, dead. Like, why is that? It been always right there with me. You know what I'm saying? So it be times I be like, man, I just be feeling like somebody watching me. And it'd be that spiritual person I'm talking to, be like, oh, yeah, that be your father. You know what I'm saying? But then it be that scientific person I'm talking to is like, man, that's all in your head. You thinking it. If you weren't thinking it wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But you really feel something watching you. You know what I'm saying? Just like, have you ever did the little test where you stare at somebody for a long time and they catch you staring? Like they can feel you? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stare at somebody for as long as you can. I bet you sooner or later they can be like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can feel it. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? And it's a feeling. It ain't really too much of a thought because I can be thinking about what I just did that day. And then the feeling take over the thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? I'm thinking, oh, man, I got on with this new chick today. You know, and as you know, I just get this feeling, oh. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. We about to go to break.
No, we got about 3 more minutes, man.
Yeah, but It's crazy, man. That spiritual and scientific thing, I'm still in the bind.
But see, the only way to get up out of that is to educate yourself.
Right.
So continue to educate yourself spiritually, but you're gonna have to start going to church so you can educate yourself. I might have said it backwards.
Yeah. Scientifically.
Yeah, scientifically, and then start going to church to educate yourself spiritually. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be things you're gonna learn. It's a learning experience. That's what church is. When I go to church on Sunday, I go there because that's the only place I can go and hear the word. Where else you gonna go and hear somebody school you? Now I'm supposed to school myself though too. So
Right.
see, it's my job to Monday through Sunday to read the book, you know, and it's my job to go to church on Sunday and hear it spoken. And then it's also my job to leave back out of there and keep studying. I'm supposed to know what the preacher talking about.
Yeah. No, I mean, the preacher.
He's just a messenger.
Yeah, right. They read out the book, but they put it in layman terms. Understood. But like I read the Bible. And what I got out of it was a whole bunch of different stories with moral, what's the word I'm looking for? A whole bunch of different stories with meanings. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that was blind and he was greedy, and you know what I'm saying? He sold his soul to get his sight back. I don't know if I'm saying the story exactly right, but they was all stories with meanings for you to decide. Because the Bible, it got one story, but as we all know, this is a fact that everybody see the world differently.
It's like a timeline, actually, too. That's probably how they keep up with the storyline, because it's a timeline. You know, it starts at the beginning with creation, and it goes all the way up, you know, to after Christ. You know what I mean? But I say that the main story of the Bible is love, at least the New Testament. I didn't read the whole Old Testament, but I know the story of Jesus Christ, man. It's just to teach you how to love.
And then how is it a New and Old Testament? Like, what's the difference?
They split it up.
Because
everything Old Testament was before Christ was born.
King James III, right? That's a Bible, right?
Yeah.
He wrote it.
He had it written.
He had it written
by Shakespeare, William Shakespeare. This happened in about 1400
so you telling
or 1500.
Me William Shakespeare wrote the Bible?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I was watching Hidden Colors. I just was telling you about Hidden Colors. We're about to go to break, and when we get back, we're going to talk a little further about this. I'm going to touch on some of the points of the movie Hidden Colors that I just recently saw. Mm-hmm. Great film. Go check it out. If you have questions about life and you just want to, see how other people think, check out the movie Hidden Colors, man. Right now, we're going to get into a little station identification. Then we're going to get back into some music. And we'll be right back at the NorthCoastUnderground.com, where the underground starts with you.
Starts with you.
Ohio, Illinois Center for Broadcasting has 6
Yeah, we got that right. I don't think so.
11 month hands-on course taught by
we got it on video, though.